Today, we're talking about the difference between restoring function and building durability, and why waiting until something hurts puts you behind the curve. Do you feel strong and capable on shift, but find yourself exhausted halfway through? Do you train in the gym but still feel unprepared when the call hits? Are you starting to wonder if wear and tear just comes with the job? If so, you're in the right place. Hey, I'm Alicia Black, an athletic trainer, strength and conditioning specialist, and a first responder performance coach. I help tactical professionals build strength that actually transfers to the job, manage fatigue, train with intention, and create durability without adding more stress to an already demanding schedule. If you're ready to train for the call, not just the gym, recover smarter, and build a body that lasts through your career, lace up your boots, shift starting, let's go. If you're a firefighter, police officer, or a paramedic, chances are you've had something flare up before, went to PT, physical therapy, felt better, got cleared, then a few months later, the pain crept back in. Let's talk about why that happens and why rehab alone isn't the same thing as injury prevention. Now, I am certified, qualified, and do take athletes and first responders such as yourselves through rehab, exercise, rehab for injuries that they have sustained. But I prefer injury prevention. And that is why I have my Fit for Duty starter series that can be downloaded in the show notes, where it takes you through movements and activities that can make you more durable so that we can prevent possibly some injuries that you might see and experience. All right. Have you ever finished rehab, passed your screen, but still didn't feel confident under the heavy load? Have you ever had back pain return during a busy season? Ever feel technically cleared? Rehab answers the question, can you return? Prevention answers the question, can you handle what's coming? This week, don't wait for pain to guide you. After a shift, ask yourself, where did I feel stress accumulate? What felt tight repeatedly? What movement felt unstable? Then add 2 sets of trunk endurance, pile-off press, Russian twists, open books, 1 recovery reset, so some breath work, and 5 minutes of mobility. You're training above the line, not reacting below it. So I'm not coming for rehab. Like I said, I do rehab, exercise rehab on athletes, on first responders, and anybody that might need it. But it's a time and a place. Rehab typically focus on pain reduction, restoring range of motion, improving strength to baseline, and passing return to work standards. But baseline capacity doesn't equal job durability. Firefighters and police officers operate under gear load, asymmetrical stress, so tool carrying, belt weight, gear carrying, possibly patient carrying, uneven surfaces, rotational torque, prolonged sitting and then sudden sprints, high adrenaline stats. If rehab gets you to 100% of normal, but your job requires 130% under fatigue, you're underprepared. That gap is where re-injury happens. Rehab gets you back to zero. Prevention builds you beyond zero. Here's the thing. Most departments measure clearance, time lost, return to work status. They rarely measure capacity buffer, endurance sustainability, and fatigue resilience. So we celebrate cleared, but we don't build beyond the minimum requirement. That's not a personal failure, that's a systems gap. And gaps are opportunities. Opportunities for what? Well, I don't have to tell a firefighter this. Opportunities for water, for leaks, for a bulging wall. And that's kind of the same with our bodies. Our bodies are systems. So let's get a little practical, a little tactical for my firefighters. Y'all, we have to do stair climbs under load, right? Crawling, hose drag, rotations, SCBA, fatigue. If you have been injured or you find yourself doing rehab, physical therapy, and they're not taking you through this or some simulation of this, then you're leaving PT cleared technically with gaps and holes in your body, in your system. For my police officers, we have vehicle exits, prolonged belt compression, sprint and grapple transitions, repeated hip flexion and angles. Again, if you have found yourself in physical therapy due to an injury and they're not taking you, your physical therapists are not taking you through either these or some sort of movement that resembles these types of movements, then there are gaps in your training. And yes, you're cleared technically, but your body might be underprepared for what you need to do. Again, if rehab didn't reintroduce load in those patterns progressively, the job will reintroduce it suddenly, and the body remembers. So this is what I want you to do this week, first responders. If you've ever been through rehab, ask yourself, did I train under fatigue? Did I progressively reintroduce gear load? Did I build endurance beyond baseline, my activities of daily living, ADLs? Then you need to add some trunk endurance sessions, some loaded carry variations, so farmer's carries, suitcase carries. You can either do this with a barbell, you can do this with kettlebells, you can do this with dumbbells, you can do this with sandbags. Just introduce some sort of load variation and some mobility reset focused on job-specific postures. You're creating buffer. Rehab helps you return to work. Injury prevention builds the capacity to stay at work. So if you're tired of the flare-ups, rehab, cleared, flare-up, rehab, cleared cycle, it's time to move beyond reactive care. My Fit for Duty Starter Series walks you through the foundation of building capacity before things break down and how to train specifically for the real demands of fire, law, and EMS. This isn't anti-rehab. It's about building durability before the pain forces the conversation. Hey first responder, I hope today's episode served you well. If it did, take 30 seconds and share it with a partner or teammate who could use it too. The reality is most of us push longer than we should. And if you haven't yet, leave a quick review on Apple Podcasts. It genuinely helps the show reach more responders who need it. Take care of yourselves and each other out there. I'll see you back here for the next episode. Bye.